The Abandoned House. In a small village on the edge of a forest, there was an old house no one dared to enter. Once, it had belonged to a family, but one night a sudden fire broke out, and the entire family mysteriously disappeared. Villagers claimed they could still hear the sound of children crying, faint whispers coming from the house at night. One evening, a young photographer named Elif decided to explore the house. Armed with her camera and flashlight, she ventured there at midnight. The house loomed in the darkness, shrouded in shadows. As she stepped inside, the creak of the wooden floorboards and the scent of decay greeted her. A staircase spiraled upward into the dark. From one of the upstairs rooms, Elif heard faint music, as if an old music box was playing. She quickened her pace and opened the door. The room was empty, except for a pile of worn-out dolls and dusty children's books in the corner. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind her. Startled, Elif rushed to the door, but it wouldn't budge. Then she heard a child's soft voice behind her, whispering, "Why did you come?" Spinning around, she saw no one, but small footprints appeared on the dusty floor, leading right up to her feet. As she shone her flashlight toward the door, her eyes caught a reflection in an old mirror. A woman in a long white dress stood staring at her. Her eyes were empty, her face filled with rage. The woman reached out as if trying to escape the mirror. Elif screamed and fell to the ground just as the door creaked open on its own. She ran out of the house, never looking back. Elif never returned to the village, but there was one thing she didn't notice as she fled. The camera was still on, recording her terrified escape. Next morning, villagers approached the house and found an old camera lying in the yard. The last photo taken showed the silhouette of a child staring out from the house's window.